What's up there, guys? Chase Runner here. Today we're going to be covering a few SEO channels that don't understand marketing. We're going to be talking about why do most SEO people not understand marketing, but maybe they understand, happens every time, maybe they understand SEO. So before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that these are all live videos I do. I try to stay as transparent as possible so that you guys can watch these live, interact with me, and ask questions and interact while I do the videos, because I do believe that live video is the future of YouTube and most types of marketing. The more live and the more up to date you can get with your content, the better people are going to enjoy your content. So if you are new here, we talk a lot about SEO tips, tutorials, cover how to rank websites, but we also do reviews like these where we review other people's channels, see what they're doing, and get an idea on what we can do to improve our own stuff based on what everybody else is doing. So if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get notified if you want to watch more videos like this. And also, before we get started, I want to mention a couple things. Number one, I have a presentation that I just finished. It is the top 10 ways to make money doing SEO. I cover 10 different ways I make money through rank and rent, through local SEO, national SEO, client SEO. Go check that out in the link in the description if you want to get some ideas. It's completely free. All you have to do is just enter your email and you can watch the presentation. The other thing that I wanted to mention is I have a new promotion, which is the $7 trial for my new mastermind. If you want to join and watch live webinars like these where I take you through step by step how to actually implement SEO, how to do SEO, and I actually do live coaching with everybody in the group 7 to 10 times a week, as well as I give you one new course per month. Definitely go check it out. It's only $7 to try out, and that link will also be in the description of this video. So let's get into it. I have a lot of people that I actually reviewed before I started this video, so I got some links that I'm just going to open up. I didn't thoroughly go through these videos. I just kind of looked through a couple things, and I got some ideas on some ways that I think other people can improve their business in terms of what they're putting out in terms of their content. Now, again, this isn't to bag on anybody. This isn't to tell people that they're not doing a great job. It's more to talk about what are the things they can improve. And if anybody is watching this video that maybe is in the video, maybe this is somebody that I'm actually reviewing, then, again, I'm not trying to bag on you. The only thing I'm trying to do is talk about why I think something that you're doing could be improved. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. First person we're going to talk about today is Gerry Banfield. Now, Gerry Banfield has around 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. He has about 1 million or 2 million likes on Facebook, but he has almost 0 views on his videos, maybe like 200 views per video. Now, why is somebody that has so much, such a big following not doing well on their views? Why are they not getting engagement? Why are they not making as much money as they'd like to? So let's go into look at Gerry first. So I'm going to open up this link. All right, so as we can see here, Gerry has a Google Analytics and Webmaster SEO tools tutorial. So let's go ahead and check that out.
Welcome to Google Analytics and Webmaster tools for SEO or search engine optimization in 2019. Learning and using Google Analytics and Webmaster tools has helped me a lot over the last 7 years as an entrepreneur online to build a website where I get traffic every day. Hundreds of people find me for free from Google search. That's what I'm here to help you with today in this tutorial. What I will do is give you 2 of the very most helpful tips right.
Okay, so first of all, I don't know about the hat. And again, like maybe this is something people like to see, the little hat education thing, because it's kind of funny and quirky and relatable. But as you'll start to see more of this guy's videos, you'll see that some of the stuff he does is just kind of a little bit off. So obviously in this tutorial, he just talks about Google Analytics, what you can do with it, how he's getting traffic, and then what he'll do is he will actually promote his course. So his course is right here. He has many different courses on his website, which obviously I'm not going to downplay because courses are a great way to make money. It's one of the ways that I sell a lot online. I make a lot of money doing info products, so I'm not going to say it's bad to do that, but in a lot of his videos, he's just directly promoting his courses, and a lot of his videos will actually just be videos from his course. So let's go into the next video, because obviously I just wanted to show you that he is promoting SEO. I don't want to just be targeting random marketers. I want to be targeting people who are actually targeting somewhat SEO. Now, one thing you'll notice about this guy's channel is he spends a lot of time doing a ton of different videos. So as West 10 Travel says, he is a jack of all trades. So if you look at all of these different videos, you can see he's doing, best online business plan for 2020, Teachable versus Kajabi. So the first biggest problem that people, or mistake people make when it comes to marketing, whether they're SEOs or whoever they are, is they are all over the place. When you're doing content, you want to really just be targeting one main strategy. So like for me, I switched my stuff over to targeting like just SEO reviews, like stuff like you're watching right now, and also SEO tips. Those are the only two things that I do now. And the reason for that is because it leads directly into whatever I'm trying to sell. So if I'm trying to sell, let's say, SEO audits, then I'm going to target people who are interested in SEO tips. If I'm trying to sell, SEO memberships or SEO coaching or whatever it is, I'm going to do reviews, because those lead directly into whatever my sales process is. If your whole theme is just to do videos on everything, you're diluting your overall authority and your relevancy, and now your sales are like all over the place, because now you're doing a little bit of everything, and you have to have one ladder for each of everything you're doing, which is just insane, because as you can see here, this is a lot you have to focus on. Where with this you have, for instance, like 100 different ladders, and that's super hard to scale. And people just like stop watching because they just see that you're all over the place and you're only just targeting keywords and stuff like that. So let's go check out what else Gerry Banfield is doing. So another thing that he's doing is TikTok. So anytime something new comes along, Gerry Banfield will start targeting it, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's I think he has a course for Alcoholics Anonymous. He has a course for everything. He targets pretty much anything he can do to get traffic. Now, if you look at some of the stuff he's doing, it's really just kind of odd. I'll give you an example really quick.
Dude, I just had an amazing experience while I was jumping on my trampoline. The best way I can describe it, it was like an out-of-body experience. I was able to be at family members and friends' homes. I was able to see the souls of everyone following me.
So first of all, I don't know what he's targeting there. I mean, he's got 1.2 thousand likes on that. But again, like I don't really understand. The other thing that I don't understand that people will do, when it comes to their online stuff, is they'll not only be all over the place with their content in terms of their targeting, their marketing stuff, but they're also just kind of using social media as a way to like vent. Which, I understand, if you want to do that, but if you're mixing your business with your personal stuff, it kind of comes off as really weird. One thing that you can do is you can obviously try to portray a lifestyle, but it has to be for the sake of, trying to convince people that, your marketing or whatever you're making money off of has led to that lifestyle. When you go and use social media to vent, just to be like, I was jumping on my trampoline and then I started thinking about my family members or something. It's just kind of weird. So like, let's look at this other one, because if you start to look at the theme, you'll see what I'm talking about.
I was reading a book this morning called The Worthy Woman's Handbook. I did a little exercise having my inner child write. I wrote with my right hand as the adult and the left hand as the child. And I cried when the child side wrote that I'm afraid of being alone.
So again, it's almost like he's venting about his life, which there's a difference between being good at marketing and portraying a lifestyle. Like, for instance, me being like, oh, hey guys, what's up? I'm at the coffee shop, or I'm at a hot spring and just wanted to say, it's really cool that I've been able to do this stuff because, having a certain type of business has led to this lifestyle. But if you're just on social media and you're mixing your business with something that you're just like complaining about, or you're like crying or something like that, it just really sends a bad image to your audience, in my opinion. So you can check out his TikTok. I'll leave all the links in the description of this video if you want to check out more of these. But one of the weirdest things that I saw from Gerry so far is he talks about how much debt he's in, and he's trying to promote courses. So if we look at this video, he actually talks about how he is $657,000 in debt and why that's a blessing for him.
Is having $657,000 in debt a blessing? I'm going to present you the realization I've come to this month in January 2020 as I've taken another inventory of exactly how much my debt is in an effort to get this all paid off and to document the journey for you as I take this to zero with the help of my wife and everything you are willing to do to help as well.
So basically what he's saying is look, with your help buying my courses and my wife, I'm going to get out of debt. And it's like, well, why would I want to buy your courses then? If your courses are about making money and like having a business that works, because that's what you're selling, why would I want to buy a course from somebody who's openly admitting that he's $657,000 in debt? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Why? And again, this is just another example of bad marketing, which is, people who are too honest. Like, again, like, it's good to be honest because you don't want to be the opposite. You don't want to be like just lying about everything and just be like these webinar people that are just constantly selling BS. But if you're too honest and you're just like telling people, hey guys, I'm really hurting right now, but buy my course, that's bad. That's really bad. You don't want to be doing that. I mean, again, I'm not trying to, criticize him or anything, but at a certain point, you have to understand, if Jerry's watching this, if you're watching this, Jerry, like, don't tell people you're $657,000 in debt if you're making a course on how to make money doing something. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, because anytime you're selling something, you want to show the thing that you're doing that is like a case study. You want to show, oh, I got this result. So if I did a course and I was like, hey guys, by the way, this course, this SEO agency course I'm about to give you, I'm actually like $300,000 in debt in, but by the way, I'm going to show you how to not do that. It's like, but you're still $300,000 in debt. You're not showing me anything that I want to buy. Like I'm going to be learning how to be in debt like you. That doesn't make sense. So it's just bad marketing. It's just people who aren't thinking. That's the biggest common theme with the people we're reviewing today is like people just aren't, they're not present. You're just not thinking about how people see you. I mean, that's really what it is, because it's like when you watch this, like, do you think as somebody who's watching this, you want them to see that, or you think that they should see that stuff? Because I don't think people think about it. And I'll give you an example of how I've done this in my own business as well. I mean, I'll show you. Even recently, like a couple months ago, I did a video on what was it? It was like Operation Pornstar Live. And the reason why is because I was like, oh, well, people want to see this. They want to see me just working live on my, SEO adult website. And it's like, all I'm doing is I'm just like not talking. I'm just playing music. There's no objective to this video. There's 7 dislikes. There's really, it got views, but for the most part, it's not concise. It's not targeting anybody. It's just not to the point. People are looking at it and they're like, what am I even watching? So, looking back at this and I look at it, I go like, why do I even have this? I'm going to go delete it after this because there's no point for me to have stuff that like confuses people, that has nothing to do with what my, actual marketing strategy is. Another thing that people don't do, which we'll talk about in some of the other videos, which we'll see, is that people don't do opt-ins. Like they just do content just for the sake of content, and there's no opt-ins. There's no like, hey, by the way, sign up for this presentation, go, check out this new giveaway I'm doing. They're not getting people to opt into relationships. They're not telling people to subscribe. So these people are just watching and they're like, oh, that's cool. And then they just drop off. And all of your content, all this work you're putting, I put 45 minutes into the stream, is for absolutely nothing. Because views, traffic, and rankings alone do not equal sales. Opt-ins equal sales. You have to get opt-ins. You have to build relationships. If you're just getting traffic, cold traffic is not a way to be doing your targeting these days. You can make money doing cold traffic, but it's a really bad way to be focusing all of your time. What's up, everybody in chat, by the way? Sorry for not acknowledging you guys. Let me get some ones if you like these types of videos. And also give me a like. Let me know that you gave me a like on this video so I know to make more videos like this in the future. What's up, Walking Miracles? What's up, Mobile Gamer? What's up, Justin King? What's up, James? All right, so let's go on to the next person who is, it's actually a group of people, except it's one person running the channel. And the channel is called SEO Dojo. Now, this is a prime example of people who've been doing SEO for, they say, over 20 years, which, again, whenever somebody tells me they've been doing SEO for over 20 years, I go, okay, well, how long has Google been around? But for the most part, if you look at these videos, they've been doing them for over 6 years and they only have 400 subscribers. So let's look at all the videos. If we go back, sort by oldest videos, here we go. We got 6 years ago on this video, and I guarantee you the video hasn't changed from 6 years ago to what it has now. Now here's the thing. Here's another tip. If it's not working, change your approach. If you have videos or content that you've been doing for the last 6 years or even the last 6 months and it's still not working, then stop doing it. That's just all it is. Just stop doing it. You're just wasting your time. If nobody's watching your stuff, if you're doing content, you're spending hours and hours, and there's still nobody watching it, there's still nobody engaging with it, maybe there's like 10 more views now than there was 6 years ago, you need to think about a different strategy. That's all it is. It's not rocket science. So we'll look at the first video right here and see how it went.
Dos amigos are now on the air, man. All right, folks, welcome back to another week. Justin was here. We're not quite sure where he went, so I'm sure he'll be back at some point soon. Man, of course, Steve Darren, sir, is still off building.
So the other thing is knowing about who you're talking to, because you know, when you look at a lot of these videos, people are just kind of talking. They're just talking for the sake of talking. When you actually know who you're talking to, that is a completely different way of doing marketing. And what I mean by this is a lot of the time people are live, but they act like they're not. Like, it seems like it's still behind the scenes. He's talking about, oh, this guy isn't here yet. Maybe he'll be here soon. That's something you want to talk about when you're not live, when you're not recording. When you're here and you're just kind of rambling, like, watch.
In his house.
MIA!
He's MIA. Well, we know where he is.
MIA!
He's just busy building his house at the moment. So anyway,
Like, who's he talking to? Who knows who this guy is? Who's Steve or whatever his name is? And why do we care about him building his house, right? Why aren't we talking directly to the person who's watching this, who wants to learn about SEO? Like, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking about, it's straight to the point. People know what they're getting. It makes sense. When people are, when you go live, and a lot of people will do this, I'll show you some more channels that do this. It's like it's almost like you're walking in on a conversation. They're talking about some guy named Jim that you don't know about, or Steve or whatever, and how he's building his house. And you're like, all right, sorry for interrupting. I'm going to leave. It's weird.
guys, hey, we have Gerry Banfield, SEO Pros, SEO Dojo. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dave, what's happening?
Good, man. People are just clawing to get in here and talk to us, I'm telling you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
bet.
It's almost like the show was made for them. For instance, like they are viewers of their own show or something. And it's like the people who are watching it aren't even there. The other thing is, like, you know, in 6 years, again, not a single opt-in. Look at this, not a single opt-in. And the other thing that's funny is for people who are SEOs, you know, a lot of what is regulators SEO? It's almost like it's their own slang for something. And you know, who are they targeting again? With the keywords that they're targeting, with all these videos, Friday SEO chat, you know, at least this one's a little bit better, Google Hummingbird. But for the most part, you know, when you just see the same titles on every single video, nobody's actually getting any value because nobody knows what they're about to see. Like, if you go through this, and it's funny because it's like for people who know 20 years of SEO, they're making their videos unsearchable. They're making their content unsearchable. It doesn't make sense. If you're so good at SEO, why are you not taking a approach to your own content so that people know what they're about to get, just like you would for any search engine? So let's look at how their content compares from 6 years ago to what it compares to now. So we'll go into the, go ahead and go to the sort by most newest added. And here we go, Friday SEO chat. Again,
Good birthday.
Again, no real optimization whatsoever, just SEO Friday chat. I'm assuming not a lot of people are searching that. You look and see that their views are still only at 48 views because the layout looks exactly the same as it was 6 years ago. And then you listen to the quality on this stuff and the way these people have their videos set up, and it's almost like it was made with a toaster. And again, I'm not trying to be mean, but for people who are supposed to be good at marketing, for people who are good at SEO, they're also supposed to be good at marketing. They're supposed to be good at making, you know, sales, getting traffic, getting leads online, getting opt-ins, building relationships. for them to have the exact same quality they did 6 years ago, if not even worse. Because if we look at some of these videos, I mean, they're still using, it almost looks like a $30 webcam with like a cheesy green screen, and it's like, it just doesn't look good. The one thing that they could even do on Zoom is, I don't think they realize this, they can actually up their video settings so that it turns into a better quality, because Zoom's default settings are like 380p or something really, really low. And you can actually change the default to a higher setting. I don't know if they know that. But we look at some of these people and they have, even just the video angles. You're not supposed to be having your background lighter than your foreground with your face. It just makes a distracting image. Same thing with this. You got your kitchen in the background, you got paper towels and knives and stuff. It's just weird. This guy's in a dark room. His head is like halfway down the screen. You're generally supposed to have your head like up. Like look at the way I have my camera. It's supposed to be like up at the top right here. That's how you're supposed to do your videos. And it's like, again, it's almost like these people who are doing this stuff, they don't understand just like basic ways to improve the quality of what they're doing, because they're just I don't know what they're doing. I really don't, because it's not hard to do this stuff. It's not hard to figure this stuff out. But what it is hard to do is to actually think about what people are looking at. Because when people look at this stuff and there's 48 views, you have to think about, okay, well, what is something I can do to improve this, right? So let's watch this.
Hey, buddy. Sorry I missed you. I had to send you a day-old tater.
Like Doc Sheldon's, microphone. This guy right here on the bottom left, it's like turned up to like hundreds, and is nobody gonna say anything about his microphone?
Yeah, I know, and I was like, do I get a cabbage? What do I get?
Okay, so again, they're talking about cabbage. They're talking about I don't even know. And it's almost like I just walked into this conversation. I'm like, SEO Friday chat. Okay, what am I gonna learn? Because it just sounds like a bunch of people just like, it's almost like they should just be off the screen. Like they shouldn't even record this in the first place. Like if they just want to do this, then just do it. But if this is like a thing that they're trying to do as like a recording thing so they can get views, it's just cringy, and it just dilutes the way people look at you online.
I was a little bummed, but I appreciate it.
Where's Kevin living these days?
I'm in Dallas
You're
still.
in Dallas still. You're still in Texas.
Yeah,
When was your birthday?
yesterday.
That was my brother's birthday.
Yeah.
Like, it's just awkward. Who cares? Like, again, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just like, who the frick cares about all this stuff? It's like, what am I here watching? Like, am I supposed to be learning something? So that's it for that one. So let's go on to one thing that David Harry, the runner of this channel, has been doing, which has been kind of cool. He's been doing search marketing updates, which have been kind of like news updates. And these actually have been getting more engagement. So, congrats to him for switching his approach, because they're starting to get a little bit more traction than what, the other thing was they were doing. But even here, look, search marketing update, episode 3, it's still, there's no SEO really there, just, maybe just SEO news. It's a little bit better. And then, no opt-in. So it's almost like just the videos for nothing, because there's no opt-in. There's nothing to build a relationship with. I mean, there may be the subscribe button, but the subscribe button is like the lowest form of an opt-in.
All right, folks, hello. Welcome back to another week here on the Search Marketing Update, the Shmoo, your source for random crap that comes across my desk every week. And hey, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Keep along for the journey. We don't really know where this thing is going, so it could be like a limited edition. So, yeah, please just subscribe. We need the help. All right, well, to get us going this week...
So he kind of comes with the funny approach, which I kind of like, but at certain times it's like, it's almost too much, because it's like, you can be funny to a certain degree, but at a certain point it's like, people just wanting to get to the point. And that's kind of the one problem with this, which I think if he changed it and he was just getting to the point and he made it like 50% less funny, like still sort of funny, but you'll see that in some of these parts he'll start to ramble a little bit, because he's like, I don't know, trying to make it funnier, and it's not really productive in my opinion. So like, watch, you'll see some of this stuff.
Last week in our little Friday chat with the SEO Dojo, this is one of those things that, you got to kind of wait and see how it plays out. A lot of things have come and gone with Google.
Seriously, you know what I mean?
Google Wave, what happened?
Killed it.
So that's
Google
that's actually kind of good. Like, it's a good transition. I'd have to find the specific parts, but you know, he could definitely be condensing this whole thing from like 15 minutes to 7 minutes pretty quickly. But that's just my opinion. Okay, so next thing we got is another SEO channel called Dumb SEO Questions. Now, this was actually a YouTube channel that I was on, or not a YouTube channel, a Google Plus community that I was in back when Google Plus was a thing about 4 years ago when I started this, and they actually kicked me out of their community because I started getting a little intense, I guess you could call it. And if you look, it's sort of the same theme. They have been doing these SEO questions and answers for almost, 7 years now? And they still, on their videos, get like 6 views. Now, what is a common theme we're seeing here is, again, every single video is labeled just dumb SEO questions 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So think about this. If they have 4-hour videos, like look at this, 4 hours, 3 hours, and they've done over 400 of these things. Think about if they were to not only name these videos what the main thing is they discussed in, or the most important thing, but if they were to actually press the record button and then the stop button right after each question and then upload them all individually with separate titles, they'd probably have like the largest library of SEO informative videos like in the world. And tons of people would probably use it. And think about it, if they put opt-ins on top of that to some sort of like mailing list or ManyChat or whatever it is, they would have a humongous following. It would be nuts. So it's like, you know, again, it's not very smart because right now they have 362 subscribers. They have more videos than they have subscribers. And that's sick. Okay, actually, maybe it's about the same. So they get about one subscriber per video. And that's like basically it. So I mean that is not good. It's just not a good example of like what you should be doing. And again, if you look at the quality of this stuff, it's just not, you know, it's the same quality here as it's been, 6 years ago. And if you look at this too, watch. It's almost like you don't know who they're talking to. Right? Watch when the video starts.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Dumb SEO Questions, episode 358. Each week we meet to review the questions asked on the Dumb SEO Questions Facebook group. With us today we have David Rosam. David is a leading internet marketer. He's based in West Sussex, in the sunny south of the UK. And you can find David at davidrosam.com. Sorry, David, what was that? I interrupted you.
It's the misty, grey, horrible, cold.
Okay, compare what you just heard to like something that Brian Dean's doing, where it's straight to the point. Like, listen to the difference between these two.
Hey, what's up everybody? Brian Dean here. As you may have seen, I recently launched a new tool called Exploding Topics. And in this video, I'm gonna reveal the entire story. What this thing actually is, why.
It's like you get to the video and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna learn something quick. I'm gonna learn something that's important. I'm gonna learn something that's like straight to the point. And I know that he's talking directly to me. When you watch these people who are supposed to be good at marketing or supposed to be good at SEO, it's like they're just kind of like they just woke up. They were like hungover from last night, and they're just kind of like, "Hey guys, welcome to the show. This guy's from Texas, and where's that other guy?" Like that's how they talk, and it's like, "What are you doing?" Like people are watching these videos, and it's just so crazy to me that it's like it's like they have no sense of purpose. There's no sense of direction or anything. It's just kind of like, "All right, let's just kind of do this, guys." Like it's like, if you're going to be doing something, like do it right. Don't just be like, just putting it out there and just be like, all right, that was the best we can do. It's like look at Brian Dean. He's just, it's a completely different type of feeling when you're watching this stuff. So let's go over, I have a couple more and then we will go to, okay, so there's another guy. His YouTube channel is called SEO Sales. I don't really understand what this logo is. It almost looks like he's biting a table. Or maybe that's his shirt, I don't know. But again, the logo is very weird. He's biting something. And I'm pretty sure it is a table. So you can see here his video is...
What's up, guys?
SEO 2020 SEO agency goals. So hopefully we're going to be learning some good SEO agency goals. Now, just judging by this presentation, it just goes straight into a screen record with his face on the side, and it says, my goals for 2020 with a bunch of cues: diet for 1 whole year, meditate, exercise, and work on my relationship. So we already know that this is probably going to be a little odd. It's also 46 minutes long, which is like kind of scary, but here we go. Let's see what we got.
All right, finally. So let me just delete this. I don't know why I was pressing the Q. Okay, so I finally put this together. I was taking some notes in the journal here. I just typed it out here, so I have a digital copy. Let's begin. 2020. So first section is the day-to-day goals that holds everything together. Then I have a delivery section, and then the sales numbers. So to get into it, first of all, the biggest goal I have, and probably the most hardcore goal I've ever set for myself in any shape or form, is to hold on to my diet for an entire year. So if you guys remember...
Okay, that's not an SEO goal. That's just like my goals. This has nothing to do with SEO agency goals. You can tell he's just doing the targeting for that keyword. The other thing you can see too, again, what is another recurring theme? No opt-ins. No opt-ins. What is the point of the video if you're not promoting any opt-in? He doesn't even say it in the beginning. He doesn't say, hey, by the way, do this, do that. If you have content and you have no purpose of it, like, it's just, it drives me nuts. Okay, so let's check out the new video, or the next video. So another video he has, whoops, just opened Screaming Frog, right here.
People always ask us what
report to your SEO clients.
Hey, what's up guys? Wanted to make a video. I don't want to drop the ball.
Okay, first of all, again, the head, it should be up towards the top. It looks weird when your head's halfway down the middle of the screen. Second of all, there's toilet paper in the background. There's like dangling cords, as we can see. There's like a Rode mic. It just doesn't look put together. I'm not going to critique his hair or anything because I don't know if that normally looks like that, but it just doesn't look put together. And then if we look at there's a bag in the background from H&M. There's a whiteboard. There's a plug plugged in. Even if I have super messy background back there, I'm not going to show it in my video because I don't want people to associate what I'm doing with like a big mess going on. Like I literally have a trampoline behind me, but I don't show people that because it's like I don't want people to see when I'm trying to teach them how to be like report well or be organized or make money, that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to show them an environment where I like can obviously not even clean up before I do a presentation to somebody.
Times a week, so that's my commitment, right? At least dedicate an hour a week to making videos on YouTube and to keep you guys really up to speed on what's going on and what I'm working on. So this video, I'll just start off with an update on what I've been actually doing in the last week. So part of, majority of my time I've actually been focusing on the sales course.
Okay, good. So who's he talking to? All the people who need an update from him? Like they need to understand what's going on because, obviously they're here to learn about SEO reporting, but he's talking about what's going on with his life. It's just not clear. It has nothing to do with what you're talking about. Nobody cares about what's going on with your life. I'm not trying to be rude, but like people who are trying to buy from you, they just want to know what you're going to do for them. That's just all it is. Another one we got is this guy named Jim Stewart, who... Same thing. He's been doing SEO videos for almost, 14 years or something. He's been doing videos on YouTube for like 14 years. Still only gets like 20 video views on his videos. Every single thing is the same sort of video. It's like, hey, welcome back. And then he has some sort of weird title that is kind of vague, and then he just talks about himself. That's literally all he does. He just every video he just like 2 minutes of him talking about himself.
Welcome back, retailers. This is going to be my 12th workshop at Retail Global. Every year I try to bring the most important things that I've learned throughout the year for retailers to...
Like, this is literally just an advertisement. And then we watch some of his other videos. Okay, so let's see. The term SEO has retarded the evolution of digital. Let me go to videos.
Hey, welcome back, Rankers. How you going? It's a cold and wet summer's day in Melbourne for a change. We love it. I want to talk to you about a couple of things today, about how Google is still broken and about how retailers still could be using it better even though it's broken. And it stems...
I don't know what he's doing. He keeps like looking over here when he's talking, and then he looks over there, and he's like looking over there like he's talking to, like, I don't know, like watch what he does.
It came from a search I did during the week. Incidentally, launch for Get Stuff Google, the book, is on the 21st of April in Melbourne. Free grog. If you'd like to attend, you'll need to email getstuffgoogle@stewartmedia.biz. But back to this. I wanted to talk to you about this search that I did. There's this search which is a brand search. Now, if you are not buying your brand, you're missing out. Because certainly in this case, Battery World, who's the brand that I have actually Googled, they're not advertising for their own brand, but guess what? So if I'm in a market for one of these batteries, well, I'm only one click away from it, as opposed to going to your site, waiting for it to load, going through those things, blah, 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 blah. So there's that, right? So you're missing out on a sale there. But the reason I did this search for Battery World was because I was looking for a battery myself over the weekend. And it was for a modem. And basically what had happened to my battery is it had puffed up so it looked like a inflatable pillow you'd take on the...
See, like, who cares? He's talking about what happened to his battery. It's just so far removed. Like, and again, when you think about your audience, if you're not thinking about like what your audience actually views you as, what your audience cares about, they just want what they're supposed to be getting when they go on there. A Google fail with ironic win. It's vague. People don't know what to expect. It doesn't really make sense. They go on the video and you start talking about your battery and why it started puffing up. You've already lost your audience. Nobody cares. So, I mean, again, I'm not trying to be mean, but it just, at a certain point, you got to figure out what your direction is, because a lot of the time people are going to have no idea unless you start freaking telling them. I'll do one more channel because I could just keep going through these forever, but there's another one called Digital Ear, and it's basically the same thing. You go in and it's just the same exact thing.
Hi.
The biggest part for me right now is I'm testing a lot of link stuff, like I told you. And when I publish the test, I'm doing the 10 controls and then I make one test page, but I don't know which one.
Okay, so you see the difference between like a Brian Dean thing where it's like, hey guys, today we're going to be talking about this. By the way, if you want anything more than this, make sure you go check that other thing out. And let's just get into the main topic. The main topic we're going to be talking about today is this. And this is why we're talking about it. This is why it's important. This is why you need to know about it. But when you just go in and it's like some random thing where it's like, you have no idea what's going on. I mean, again, they're getting views and they're getting likes, but it's just, if you were more direct to people, it would work so much better.
The biggest part for me right now is I'm testing a lot of link stuff, like I told you. And when I publish the test, I'm doing the 10 controls and then I make one test page, but I don't know which one is the tool, like pre-indexing, unless I wait for it all to index and then figure out and kind of find the placement. Like, what is the link for the test page? Once I figure that out, it'll be off to the races.
I mean, this is great if you want to fall asleep. Like, that's the reoccurring thing. If all these people want to make ASMR channels so I can just like take a nap, that's totally great. But like, when they're actually trying to get people to buy stuff and try to get their information and, you know, get it in a way that, you know, they can use it for something, you know, it's who has time to listen to this kind of stuff for like an hour? It's like maybe if I'm gonna put it in my headphones and fall asleep, because it makes me tired.
Is the tool like pre-indexing, unless I wait for it all to index and then figure out and kind of find the placement. Like, what is the link for the test page? Once I figure that out, it'll be off to the races.
Again, one more comparison. We'll do Neil Patel this time. Let's see the difference between their targeting and marketers actually.
How much does it cost to do SEO? The truth is, you don't need any money. In order to get traffic through SEO, all you need is a bit of sweat equity, invest the time and effort in your business so you can start reaping the rewards. Do you want to learn how? Hi everyone, I'm Neil Patel. And
bam, straight to the point. People know what they're getting. They know exactly what to expect. They know they're going to get it in 8 minutes. They know that the title says how to win on SEO without spending money. They know what the opt-in is. They know where to go. It's easy. It's easy. It's an easy transaction for everybody. One thing that people need to remember is that when people are watching your videos, when they're reading your content, when they're looking at your social media posts, you're taking their time. When you're watching one of these videos, if you're watching this video right now, I'm taking your time. It might be entertaining for you, but that's the point. Is it's supposed to be something that you actually enjoy, because I'm literally stealing your time from you. So when you're looking at these people who don't really care about your time and it's more about them, it's a terrible way to do marketing. And that's why most people who do SEO, they only think about search engines, they only think about links, they only think about things that have nothing to do with the actual end user. So stop thinking about just, you know, what you're benefiting from doing SEO, and think about how can you actually help people with a real marketing strategy that people are going to know exactly what they're getting. Work on the satisfying the end user. Don't work on satisfying the search engine, and you will win every time. That's it for today, guys. Hope you guys like that stuff. Make sure you leave a like if you did. And again, check out the links in my description if you want to check out the presentation I did on how to make money doing SEO, top 10 ways I do it, as well as the new mastermind I just created, which is $7 for a free trial. We do 7 to 10 webinars a month, and you also get a free course every month. Well, obviously it's not free, but you get a course every month right when you sign up for the $7 trial, and you also get a mastermind group. So that's it for today, guys. We'll see you next time. Until then, happy SEOing, happy marketing, and see you. Bye.